Alright, so I have an idea and a question for gaming mouse company or company that make gaming mouse. Why not design a basic mouse, no RGB, no side button or DPI button, no on-board profile, just good mouse texture, good shape, 3 buttons that have good switches. That's it. I guess you can have the honeycomb choice, but what the weight of the mouse will be if you remove that many features. Like the 2 side buttons probably weigh like 2 grams. Depend on the size, of course. Now to the question: since when does a gaming mouse need high optical sensor, 20,000 dpi, 2 side button and a DPI button? I guess the right question is, why do we need those buttons for? Gaming, of course, but I do see these buttons can be used for other things like productivity or just web browsing. One thing I noticed is that I don't really use them that much for gaming. For example, the side button, it can be used for macro, or most of the side button nowadays can be reprogrammable for almost anything. But let's just say that I use it for G, for grenade in game. Do it really help me in any term? Maybe it can help me the ease of pressing the grenade button on the mouse rather than the G button on your keyboard. But I think it's just like personal feeling. I do get used to pressing the G button more on the keyboard than on the mouse. But after spending a few months with the B100 Office mouse, and what I find is that my performance is still as bad as when I'm using the SteelSeries Rival 3. Yeah, it's a sad truth. Better gaming mouse doesn't really mean that better skill. I also found out that I don't really need the extra side button, the DPI button. All I need is good mouse fit, better sensor, and maybe better switches. Cause in the B100 review, I say that I cannot play CSGO with high DPI cause the mouse has a noticeable lag. But other than that, the mouse is great in any other game. And if you just look at all the competitive game out there, League, Dota, CSGO, Valorant, even back in the day, Overwatch, all those games doesn't require you to use the side button for. I didn't use it for anything back in when I still had like a mouse with side button and all that stuff. I don't really use them. I just use my keyboard, and the only game I could find that could use the side button is Escape from Tarkov, because that game have a lot of button combination for a certain interaction in the game. But even those buttons could be customized in your keyboard, and it doesn't really need to use in combat or in anything, so you could just like press it on your keyboard and that's it. But you might ask that, why would I even want to make a mouse like that in the market where 6 buttons on a gaming mouse is the norm? Well, I think that it look clean and it might have that minimalistic look, but then again, it's just a mouse, so I don't think it really impact that much. And I think that it is a change of, or at least an experiment to see what is the cost of that mouse would be. The mouse that have literally zero feature, and how much it would cost. Like how much the feature actually costs in a mouse. I just think that is an interesting design, stepping away from the traditional gaming design, go back to where real gamer came from, back in the days where big box PC, huge monitor, and office keyboard and mouse that your parent office throw them away, but your parents secretly took them and give it to you instead. But again, it is just my personal idea and how I just feel after spending like, I don't know, 6 months, and I used the B100 just because I couldn't find any mouse that fit, or that good for my hand. So I decided to, why not use an office mouse. It's practically cheap, and it's like a really, it's a lightweight mouse. I wouldn't lie about that. And personally, I doubt that any company would actually do something like this, because if the current gaming mouse is really good, why change it? So that's it. That is what I want to get myself out after using this P100, and I really like it. So if you consider a cheap casual gaming mouse, check out my review. And that is the end of the video. Like if you like it, sub if you want to, and I will see you in the next video.